Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Blackbird. Today I'm back with Mike Donnelly, and you may recognize Mike from a very recent episode of Blackbird. Mike was the recipient of a QL Plus engineering design. Today I'm back with him because Mike is the commander of the VFW 10380 in Cincinnati, Ohio. So thank you very much for being back with us, Mike.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Can you tell me about VFWs? For those who may not know what VFWs are, the work that they do, give us a background.
VFWs is Veterans of Foreign Wars, and you have to have been in a war to be a member of the post, of any post. It's not like the American Legion where you can be in stateside during a war, but you have to actually have a campaign ribbon to be in the post.
So what are some of the traditional activities or duties that a VFW covers?
The main VFW, we have scholarships for the youth. We have Teacher of the Year awards. We have Buddy Poppy Days, where the money we raise for the Buddy Poppies, it goes to charitable organizations, and one of them is the National Children's Home up in Michigan for the veterans.
So when you first took over as commander, you were having a numbers issue, right? So what happened? How did you develop into where you guys are now?
Well, I think we started, we had 25 people come to a meeting, and we didn't do anything. I mean, we did our major things. We did Buddy Poppy Days once a year, and we never did the Voice of Democracy, the scholarship parts until I started, and we had people do it full time. So now we do that a lot. We have a dress blue detail that we do a lot of funerals because the military organizations won't send out a rifle team, and we'll do a rifle team and play the bugle, and we'll even fold the flag. We want to make sure that every military veteran gets a full military honor. So we do it for free. We don't charge. We go all over the tri-state to do that.
How's your interaction with the community been when you're going to these events?
Oh, they're wonderful. People can't get over it. I mean, they're so excited about seeing us for their loved one. And most of the time we have 10 guys at a funeral, which is not counting the 2 or 3 that come from the military post, and they see that and they say, well, you know, my loved one is getting the attention that he deserves, you know, and it makes you feel good about it, and that's why we do it. I mean, we do it because of that.
You've also been doing a lot of work with the University of Cincinnati and sort of student veteran outreach.
Yeah. We started this year. We started these student veterans organizations in the universities don't really have a place to meet, and we went into the UC in particular, UC Blue Ash, and they said that there's a whole bunch of named organizations that are above him to, you know, like 30 organizations that want a room. Well, we said, well, we'll buy you some furniture or something if you can find a room. So he went back to the board at UC, and they said, well, they jumped him up to the top. So he has a smaller room. He has a small room, but he has a table, and we bought him some a refrigerator and some other things to make it so that the veterans can go there and talk amongst themselves. And I got a letter from a 50-year-old veteran, and he says, it's unbelievable what you did, because we can go in there and talk where we can't, you know, other people don't understand us. So it's a good thing for us.
So you've provided camaraderie.
Yeah. And then we did that. We did that to 2 other schools, Mount St. Joe and then Thomas More College and Xavier University. So we help them out. We don't help them out with their room because they've got the whole floor for their. We help them with student needs. So the VA doesn't come through with a payment right away, and they're married and they got kids. I mean, they pay them. They pay them a lot, but there's some things that they just don't pay for, and they need money for a gas bill or something. They'll give them money for the gas bill.
And that's something else you're really passionate about, are the claims and things like that, and helping people figure that out.
That's it. They say my middle name is File a Claim.
Mike, File a Claim Donnelly.
That's well known.
Yes.
But that's our biggest thing, is making sure everybody gets their benefits. You know, there's guys veterans that I ask him, are you getting any money? And he says, No, I never thought, I don't really need it, but I tell them to file the claim, and if you don't need it, send the money to me. Send the money to our VFW so that we can use it to help other veterans. And they say, I never thought about that. So there's a lot of people that are filing claims, and we can pretty well handhold them through the whole system because we have our 2 veteran service officers here who are well versed in it, so they can come to a meeting and file a claim right at the meeting, or they can go downtown and file a claim because both those guys work downtown and for the VFW. So.
You were talking about the importance of filing claims and registering issues. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Thank you for asking that question. It's a real thing especially for these returning vets like from Afghanistan and Iraq. They had those burn pits over there. Well, those burn pits cause emphysema, all kind of lung diseases, and these guys got a cough or whatever. If enough of them go and file a claim for the same thing, say I got bronchitis, I got pneumonia, there's 50,000 people with pneumonia, that it's a chronic disease, they will make that presumptive. Then, like the Vietnam veterans, like us, they made heart disease, diabetes a presumptive. So the more people that file the claims for the same thing, that will really help out.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. And we've got a lot of younger vets joining our posts. We've had probably 25 younger vets. They don't come to a meeting all the time, but if they're 50 and under, they still got a house, still got kids. We're trying to help out with the younger kids, trying to maybe get a babysitting service here for a couple hours so they can bring their kids so they're not. So I don't know if that'll ever happen, but we're working on it.
Yeah. So what do you think the most important thing the VFW provides for veterans is?
Well, camaraderie. You can come to this meeting and talk. We don't necessarily talk about war or talk about, what we did and we're no heroes or whatever. But you can talk to people about, I got this problem, and most of us have the same problem. Just take a look around here, and that's what I tell them. Take a look around here. We all got the same thing. Well, okay, so. It really helps to talk to somebody, And then we have with our Dress Blue detail, we have a table at a restaurant up here, and we have some of those people come around, and that's nothing but talking. And it really, one guy told me it's therapeutic, so it really is. It really helps out. But the more you can talk about the same thing, the same guy, and we're all Vietnam veterans, and we're trying to talk to these younger kids, and they say, well, you're a lot different than us. No, we're not really different. We're just older. So we need to talk to you. You need to talk to us. So we try to do that, and we help them with claims and camaraderie, and just if you need a hand, we'll help you.
How did you get started with the VFW?
I got started. I did a lot of different things in my life, and then I was real busy. And the guy up the street from me says, "Why don't you come to a VFW meeting?" I said, "Oh, okay." I'm not a real big joiner. Nobody is a big joiner. So I told him, I said, "Yeah, I'll come to a meeting." And my wife said, "What are you going to? You're going to be doing that all the time." I said, "Well, no, I'm just going to go to this meeting and never go back." I'm just appeasing him.
Sure.
Well, I went to the meeting, and then I met guys that were with the same as me, and there's some guys. There's one guy, he was our quartermaster at the time. We graduated from high school and never knew him.
Wow.
I said, "Where'd you go to high school?" I said, "Elder." I said, "Oh, what year? 67. I said, "Oh, I'm your classmate." So,
wow.
Yeah, so that was very good. And then I came, and then I don't know if I'll tell you the story how I became commander. They said, "You want to be a junior vice commander?" I said, "Sure." "What does he do?" He said, "Well, he sits in that chair there." "What else does he do?" "He doesn't do anything else." "Okay."
Sign me up.
I'll be that. So they said, do you want to come to a staff meeting and see what it's like? I said, "Sure, we'll come to a staff meeting." Came to a staff meeting. They said, "Well, the guy who's the junior vice commander doesn't want to give it up, but the senior vice commander, which is the next in line to the commander, he says, well, he wants to get out." He said, "You want to do that?" So, "Well, what's he do?" He said, "Well, he sits in that sits in that chair over
there." You move a chair over.
Yeah. So I said, "What else does he do?" He said, "Oh, nothing." It's okay. And so I became the senior vice commander, and then I was put in charge of Veterans Day and some other stuff. And next thing you know, they're electing me commander, and that was 11 years ago. So
Wow.
I've been the commander for 11 years.
Did you move chairs again?
Yeah. But I said, he sits in that chair, but he does a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, yeah, that's how I became it. And believe me, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. You know, a lot of people say, well, don't you wish you had graduated from college? I said, well, if I graduated from college, I wouldn't be here with you guys. Because my life would have went in a different direction, and, you know, I might have be somewhere else.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have paid attention to veterans organizations and things like that.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's...
Wow.
That's
What's your vision for the VFW in the future?
My vision for our VFW is to do more. You know, you know, you hear a lot of these veterans organizations, and they do, you know, they do. If you look on the internet with those guys, all these, well, you got the same, you know, they do the same things, but they don't do anything. They have to have dances. If they have a building, they have to have, you know, poker. They have to have. I don't believe that's the vision for us. I think for us, we're going to do more with more of these universities and more of schools. We do a lot of with high schools and grade schools. We do we go out in the community. We do this missing man table ceremony, and it gets a lot of recognition. And that's part of our mission is to patriotism. Flags. We donate a lot of flags to schools, and we do a lot. And I have a great bunch of guys that are with me that you know, just happen to be they're well, he sits in that chair.
Yeah.
So they're all in, and they're all excited about being here, doing things. So it's a great thing.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for the work that you do.
Oh, you're welcome. But you know, it's not work.
Yeah.
It's a passion.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
And thank you for your service again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us, and join us again for another episode of Blackbird.